In this next tutorial, I'd like to show you how to use the Curvature Pen tool. And I picked a drawing that's actually very large, but it has lots of hieroglyphs that I've added to the original as an extension, as a reconstruction of the original inscription. And I'd like to demonstrate the use of the pen tool on a couple hieroglyphs for you. So first of all, I already added the Curvature Pen tool to my tool set, so it's right here, my tool set that's always visible for me. And I also modified the settings of the tool already, which you can do right here. You can add or change the thickness of the path you're laying down from 0.5 pixels to 3 pixels. You can change the color of the path. I chose light red, since I like to see my path when I work on a 4K Wacom tablet. But the default is blue, which is also fine. And as I start adding my path, I zoom in tremendously as much as I can, so I can see the curves much better. And you can see as I start putting down the path how it actually forms the right curvature, and how easy it is to modify just by hitting a point and moving it. You can actually add extra points that will change your path, or you can just hover over a point and delete it like that. So basically it's a lot of flexibility from Photoshop's part when you lay down your points for your path. And well, if I go back a little bit, of course I'm using shortcuts, so you won't be able to see every single step I'm doing here. But if I step back a little bit, I can show you that there is one more option right here called rubber band that you can also check, and then that will show you where your next dot would be and how it would modify the existing parts of your path, and how it would lay down the path according to on your route. So when you're happy and you're satisfied with your curve, of course you'd wanna add a brush stroke over your curve. So what I normally do, I have a shortcut to take care of this, but I'll show you just by right-clicking on the path while still on the Curvature Pen tool. You'll have an additional items of an additional row of commands you can choose from, and one of them is to stroke your path. Once you hit stroke path, it will ask you which tool you want to use. If you want to simulate pressure, we just use the brush stroke we set up as our regular sunline, and then we won't be simulating pressure, of course. So as you hit OK, your path is actually laid down and your stroke is right over it. And now I have another shortcut that would just delete the path, but but to do it through certain menu items, you just have to right click on the path once again and say delete path. I will show you how to set up these shortcuts in another tutorial. So once you have the curve, you basically can go back to freehand drawing, or and continue, or you can add another path for other adjustments. Modifying your path, just roll back a little bit from stroking your path. Of course you can adjust any points, even the end point, and you can add more. But what you can also do is to modify the first point if your initial point is not laid down perfectly. Now, when you click on it, it closes your path, as you can see it. So the only way to modify this portion is to hold down Alt. That changes the cursor, you can see, and now you can modify even the initial point to your path. Another feature that I want to point out here is how Photoshop Curvature Pen tool treats sharp corners. As you can see, my endpoint ends in a sharp corner, so I'd like to move forward by stroking this area here. As I add to this point, it becomes a straight line. So what I can do is to adjust this point here by double clicking on it. One double click makes it a curvature line, a continuous curve that blends in with the rest. One more double click makes these lines straight. So what you can do is add another line, add another point right here to make it curve and blend together with the rest. And as I move towards the rest, I can actually modify the curve to be exactly the same as I want it. So there you have your sharp curves, your sharp points to your curve, and the rest is just as I want it.